When we hear tendernism, we think of Unc.
I tried telling y'all about tendernism.
Unc, whose real name is Walter Johnson, blew up over the last couple months, going mega viral through major collabs.
Oh, tendernism. That's my tendernism. Tendernism. Possibility is oh my. Just tendernism. Boy, look here. This is tendernism at its best. I'm careless. Oh.
And people started traveling from all over the country to Destination Smoke to support Unc in what many believe was a black-owned business.
Mr. Tendernism, Walter, not owner. He's nowhere on the paperwork. I know that for a fact. Nope, he was a brand ambassador that blew up, and we wanted him to be the owner.
But all of that changed when Keith Lee went to review the restaurant, and the actual owner, Nick Yapremian, or his staff blocked Keith Lee from tipping Unc thousands of dollars.
I'm personally taking $5,000 out of my own bank, and we going to say happy holidays to Unc.
So, update. We could not get to Unc. Security said it was over with for the day. They said that he was filming something. I believe he was filming a podcast.
Which is when everything started unraveling, because people were shocked to learn that Unc wasn't the owner of the restaurant, just an employee and a mascot, basically. And that's when things started to look a little weird, because it seems like Nick was only using Unc for promotion while being jealous of him and resenting the spotlight that he was getting.
He's added to the business has been huge and is very visible to a lot of people. But then at the end of the day, it shortchanges so many other people who built this business, including this guy.
You know the type.
You won't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the video, all on the record, dancing, come to death row.
And because Nick and his business greatly benefited from Unc's popularity, a lot of people feel like he took advantage of him while mistreating the very person that put his restaurant on the map and was bringing customers through the door. The optics are bad. It's giving Real Plantation, Slave Master, Bojangles, Uncle Nearest, Steven from Django vibes. And people aren't having it, which is why the owner, Nick, and the restaurant are receiving a lot of backlash.
When you go to Google and you put in Mr. Tendernism, who pops up? Because it's definitely not this guy.
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
I get off the internet for one day and y'all tell me Tendernism got canceled? What happened? It sounds like Keith Lee came as an angel and left as the Grim Reaper.
That's probably how most people that aren't plugged in and only saw Unc's videos in passing feel. Like, wait, what is going on? Was the food bad? Like, what does Keith Lee have to do with this?
Can y'all help me understand? Keith Lee came to the spot, wanted to show love, donate, and the owner didn't want to get him money to Unc. Like, huh? Like,
that part is what most people were shocked at, that there was an actual owner other than Unc. Not only that, but Unc wasn't an owner at all. Not a cook, not on the grill, nothing. Just a mascot for the restaurant, which makes a lot of his videos look a little crazy in hindsight.
What you mean you're not giving the money to Unc? Then I look up and Unc at the airport. What is Unc at the airport for? Unc, where you going?
And that's why everybody thinks he got fired. The Keith Lee review really is where all the drama starts, which is so funny for a guy that's nothing but positive, that does nothing but support businesses. He be in the most controversies ever.
Me and my family are currently in Marietta, California, and this, in my opinion, is the most anticipated video I've ever done. In my hand is food from Destination Smokehouse, Unc with the Tenderism. My whole mission today to see, in my opinion, is the food actually Tenderism, or do I just love watching Unc? Let's find out together.
The only reason anybody knows anything about Destination Smokehouse is because of Unc, how entertaining he is and how much he hypes up the food. He's black, and in the black community, we all have an uncle, grandfather, cousin that reminds us of Unc, which is why he got so much community support.
Customer service, my family said, was very good. This food was quick. It only took us 10 minutes to get it. And Unc is here, but Unc walking around with 4 different security guards, which I fully understand because people probably bombarding him nonstop.
If I remember correctly, Keith Lee doesn't go in any of the restaurants himself. I think he has family members go in to get the food, to really peep how the service or the restaurant is. Also, so he doesn't get preferential treatment or better food. And he can be a real judge on the food and service and give an honest review.
It's very smoky. I think it could definitely be more salt added to this. But right now, I just taste smoke and a lot of peppercorns, which is a very good plus. It's juicy. You see, it's all on my beef.
Oh, his close-ups be killing me. Why does he do that?
Here, it's all on my lips.
I don't know how people watch these reviews and
That
not be starving.
And I think exactly that's what it needs. Again, a little more salt would take this a long way. It's tender now. Now that's tender. Just to me. Now, if I had glasses, I'm throwing the glasses on the floor. That is delicious. Not only, in my opinion, is it extremely hard to get people engaged like that, to show your true personality, to be yourself, no matter how fast things take off in the space. I don't think he intended for it to go the way it's going. I think he just wants to show his love of food and his love of what it is that he's doing. I'm personally taking $5,000 out of my own bank, and we going to say happy holidays to Unc.
So, update. We could not get to Unc. Security said it was over with for the day. They said that he was filming something. I believe he was filming a podcast. We had $5,000 in cash, or $4,000 in cash that we was going to give him a hand. They didn't take it.
So like always, nothing but positivity. But the question started coming up about Unc not being able to receive a $5,000 tip from Keith Lee of all people. And because of all the questions about Keith Lee not being able to give Unc the tip, the actual owner of Destination Smokehouse, Nick, responded with Unc sitting next to him. And the energy was crazy.
If I would have known he was here, I would have probably asked Edie to stop for a few seconds so we could go over there. That's what I would have done. But ever since I reached out to him, I've gotten zero response. I thought I was very respectful.
It's so crazy how sad, out of it, and dejected Unc looks. We've never seen him not talk, not have energy, personality, presence.
From what I've watched from the review, it just didn't seem like he really captured what it's like when you come to this place. It's just disappointing.
And what the owner Nick is talking about is just dumb. The whole reason Keith Lee doesn't tell restaurant owners who he is or walk in himself is so he can give an honest review of what the service and the food is for a normal person, not for a celebrity.
That as popular as people can be on social media, people don't know everybody.
And the comments basically say what everybody is thinking. It's giving Steven and Calvin Candy vibes. Me finding out Mr. Tendernism isn't the owner. Facts. I feel this restaurant uses cultural bait by using Grandpa. That's what a lot of people feel like. Again, if you just watch the viral videos, nobody knew he was not the owner of the restaurant. And a lot of people went to that restaurant just to support him, to support a black business, to support an elder in the community. Yeah, he didn't even say a word. That's a terrible look. Blink twice if you need blink twice if you need help. And there was another comment too. Why was this response needed? I saw Keith Lee's review. He didn't say anything that warranted the owner doing a response video. Keith Lee's review didn't say anything, but there were a lot of people in his comments talking about Unc not being allowed to receive that $5,000. How Unc going to look at security for not letting him know Keith Lee was in the building. Unc to his staff when he see the video. How Unc about to be looking at his security. Again, everybody was under the impression that Unc owned the business until the owner made this response to Keith Lee's review. I think he actually did this on purpose. One, to respond to Keith Lee's review, meaning the video would surely go viral, people would see it, and they would know that he was the actual owner and not Unc. Two, by having Unc sitting there next to him like that, quiet, not saying a word, it's kind of putting him in his place. Yeah, he doesn't own this business, I do. It definitely seems sinister and intentional to me. And it seemed like all the videos after that, the owner Nick started popping up in all the videos.
All in the video.
Purposely trying to get in on or steal the spotlight from Unc, who again is the whole reason that his restaurant is famous in the first place.
Everybody miss you, brother. Hey, one in the nation, destination. 2026. Boy, we're in the southern part of California. You know where we at. Number one in the nation.
All day. You already know.
All right.
Hey,
then.
this is my tray. Waltz is coming next. He doesn't do porks. Anyhow, so I'm going to go to, let's see, oxtail first. My brother's favorite. Let's see. All right.
Come on, man.
Oh, let me see. Am I doing it right, Walt?
Man, look at here, man. Don't be trying to mess my cocktail.
See,
man,
my bad.
I'm not gonna lie, after knowing Unc isn't the owner of the restaurant and seeing that other video with Nick talking while Unc is just sitting there looking sad, this sounds like and feels like shucking and jiving to me. Not saying Unc is doing anything wrong, but that is the vibe now.
Let's see what it tastes like, though. Hold on. It's got to taste good. Tendernism isn't about it being tender. It's got to taste good, too. That's what tendernism means.
How you gonna tell this man what tendernism means when he made it up? He just white-splayed tendernism to Unc. But at this point, it's already cooked. People know Unc is not the owner of the business. They saw the owner kind of weirdly put him in his place in that video. And people feel like they were kind of calm because they were supporting a black business. They were supporting Unc, and he wasn't the owner of the business. Not even an owner of the business. 0%. Nope, Calvin Candy ruined it for us. Unc, make your own business. We got you. Facts, if he left right now to make his own business, start doing the same exact videos, he'd be a millionaire overnight because everybody would support him. Hey, fellas, it's over. We don't care no more. Yeah, they lost it. Why is he in every video now? Because he was jealous of Unc having that spotlight for his business. He wants to be the face of the brand.
All on the record.
Yeah, that's what it's giving. Get out. And just like that, it don't hit the same. It does not. The whole vibe of the video is different now. And like I said, it feels like shucking and jiving a little bit.
Which, again, isn't a bad thing. I like tender meat, too, but the perfection that people look for in brisket is to do this. hold under its own weight, and then you do a slight tug and it pulls apart.
It just don't hit the same. He just naturally doesn't have the charisma or personality that Unc has. All the comments after that Keith Lee video are the same. Keith Lee made it clear, you're done, buddy. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm no longer interested. He's trying to remove Unc from being the face of the business. And it gets worse because then social media figured out that the owner, Nick, who it seems like is purposely trying to put himself front and center and become the face of the business, replacing Unc or removing him completely, also trademarked the term Tendernism, which Unc 100% created, made famous, went viral for, all while promoting Nick's business. I think we all get that this guy Nick is the owner of a business. Even though the black community that gravitated to this business, that went out and supported it, did know that up front. But for Unc to not have any ownership in the business, and then for this white guy to trademark something that a black man made up and made famous, seems like cultural appropriation and intellectual theft at its finest. Not only that, but you're also trying to be the star and replace him. So to completely remove the black face and the black presence that put your business on in the first place.
Look at that, and watch this. Come on. Even the vibrance with the color there, and the flavor is insane. It's like, destination, one in the nation.
It's just not it. It's not it.
Come get.
So the white guy from Destination Smokehouse has now trademarked the word Tenderism, ensuring by doing this that Unc can go out on his own and use that word, you know, when he does his briskets and stuff. So Unc can't go on his own and say, this is Tenderism.
That's super shady. Even if he was to go on his own and make his own company, he can't put his own slogan on a shirt. It's crazy, and the thing is, we've seen that done to black people throughout history. Anytime black artists would make songs, record companies wouldn't promote those songs. They would re-record them with white artists and promote those, and they would become mega hits. Elvis, Beach Boys, Beatles, the Rolling Stones all remade black songs that became hits with black artists getting no recognition for it. Or if you need a more recent example, you have Jaleel Harmon, who made up the Renegade Dance, which got stolen by a white creator, Charlie D'Amelio, who then became rich and the most famous person on TikTok, while the black creator got no recognition for it. It's a tale as old as time at this point.
Because this guy has trademarked it. Pretty smart on his part, but I think it's going to backfire on him because no one wants to see him on camera. Right. He has been forcing himself on camera. He is doing everything that he can to put himself into our faces and keep giving Unc less and less screen time because he saw like, hey, this is pretty cool. Everyone loves him, but it's my business, and I want to be the face of it.
He could have been a good businessman, been in the background, took care of Unc, maybe even gave him a small percentage of the company, be able to say he's an owner and watch his business continue to go up, maybe even franchised it. But because he was greedy and jealous, he shot himself in the foot. Nobody's checking those videos for Nick. Everybody was there for Unc. And because how this played out, how he carried himself, everyone sees how much he's trying to put himself in front of the camera, put Unc in the back, and they want Unc to go solo at this point.
I had a wonderful woman come up to me today, and she stopped me. I was at the soda machine, and she's like, how does it feel to change the world?
that did not happen.
And I kind of knew what she meant, but I was a little bit struck at first, and then I was like, well, what do you mean? She's like, I see everything that's going on inside here.
Shit, everybody sees what's going on in there. Mr. Tendernism making all the videos but ain't getting paid. Keith Lee decided to pay them a visit. Says he wants to meet Mr. Tendernism himself. Was even willing to give this man a $4,000 tip. But of course the security guards wouldn't let him. When you go to Google and you put in Mr. Tendernism, who pops up? Because it's definitely not this guy.
Nick let greed and jealousy get in the way of good business.
His added to the business has been huge and is very visible to a lot of people. But then at the end of the day, it shortchanges so many other people who built this business, including this guy, who when I met him had absolutely zero.
I told y'all, this man wants to be the social media star. He wants to be the star. He wants to be the one that gets all the attention. That's why he's jealous of Tendernism. He wants to be the face of the restaurant on social media. He's jealous of the fact that OG's getting all the attention, even though he benefits from it.
Right.
And everything that OG gets goes right back to him because he's the owner of the restaurant. None of that matters to him because he wants to be the star. And if y'all still don't believe me, look what he got OG doing.
That's crazy. You got this man that made your business famous filming you.
Put OG behind the camera so he could record him, letting him know, hey, you got to stay in line, my boy. It's my restaurant.
Mr. Tendernism, Walter, not owner. He's nowhere on the paperwork. I know that for a fact. Nope, he was a brand ambassador that blew up. And we wanted him to be the owner.
Not only we wanted him to be the owner, we thought he was the owner because he was the face of the business. It was never stated that, hey, I'm just a brand ambassador. That's why everybody went there to support him.
Mr. Tendernism was not an owner. He did not have any type of ownership in the business. And the reason I know this is because he did an interview and he said that he had nothing to do with it.
The recipes, Nick's. Dig what I'm saying? My job here, I just support him because he's my partner and we get out like a fat rat. But when people come in here, they think it's like, oh, Walter is the, no, Nick. Nick is the one who produced all the food here.
It's really sad because that really does give you Steven from Django vibes. Like, Walter isn't even attempting to take any credit for himself. He's giving it all to the white dude, Nick. Which, cool, Nick owns the business 100%, but that business wouldn't be known without at all.
At Destination. Did I think it was gonna go viral? Is he getting down right now? I think he's doing a goddamn magnificent job, excuse my French.
He was saying it was all him. And it made sense because there are a lot of brand ambassadors out there that are there to promote a product. And what happened in this situation was that
it blew up.
Mr. Tendernism became so popular that he became bigger than the brand. And the owner was like, nah, we gotta cut that. I'm the one that's doing all this stuff, and he's getting all the attention. That's the mindset that the owner had. He didn't have to give Walter anything at all.
From a business perspective, no, he didn't. But it would have been good business to cut Unc in, even a very small percentage, to say that he's a part owner of the company and the ship could keep moving. Instead, he's trying to be all in the videos and people ain't rocking with it. And that's the common sentiment, man. I thought Unc owned the restaurant. This Tendernism story is crazy. And then to make matters worse, there's confusion about whether he actually fired Unc or not because it's weird video of them sending him home.
All right, so leg one is down. Brother has to go back. He's got some special stuff to attend to. How you feel, man?
Pretty good. I'm leaving Dallas out of this gate right here. I can't tell you where I'm leaving out of, but anyway, I'll see y'all again in the southern part of California, City be Marietta. You know what we do. This destination, one the nation. And we'll see you again, Dallas. That's all.
Special trip, brother. I appreciate you.
Yes,
I love
sir.
you. Thank you for coming out here.
I'll see you again back.
Can't say you love me on camera.
I love you, boy. Anytime.
They just fired Unc from Destination Smokehouse, Segregation Smokehouse, Colonialization Smokehouse. This is not Keith Lee's fault. It is the greedy owner. The irony is that all of this even came about because it was Unc's idea. People like Unc. People like watching Unc do things in the video. No one likes seeing you do that dance that you do. It's weird. You should stop doing it.
Which made everybody pissed.
I think Mr. Tendernism just got let go from Destination Smokehouse. In that video where they dropped him off at the airport, Nick or whatever his name is, something about that just tells me that it's over. And we only gonna see him if he realized that he messed up and need to bring him back. I don't know where they sent him off to or what's going on. They ain't telling nobody. But it feels like it's something more than just him going to go see about something. I think it's crazy, man, because black people, man, we are so special and gifted at entertaining and being people that just help other people gravitate to.
Got to get that cutthroat business aspect to it, though. That's one thing black people just generally have not had. Not been good with copyright and trademark and stuff, and making sure our business was straight before we started doing business and open the door for somebody else to steal our ideas, music, fashion, food, intellectual property, all of it.
Certain things, certain brands, certain whatever. And it's funny how we can always be the face of something, but we never get respected, compensated, or even treated like we the face of something.
It's us not having our business straight and not knowing what to do in the business world.
There's a black man who is so passionate about his product that we thought he owned the place. That's how he showed up to work for somebody else. And culturally, to be black in America is to have an uncle exactly like that. So he gained respect and notoriety. People took flights to go try this man's food. Behind the scenes is a white man using him like he's somebody's fucking Bojangles. This man's intellectual property was used. To be black in America is to be exploited for something that comes from inside of you. When everybody tries to say we don't have culture, our intellectual property is our culture. Our dance is our culture. Our style of dress is our culture. Y'all take it every day, time and time again, and the story is as old as fucking time. Tenderism is being used not only for barbecue, but for everything. You allowed him to be the face of your brand, make your brand money, and we don't even know where that money is going.
He was the face of the brand until he got too famous. Then he had to cut it.
All those black people that traveled there to try that food, to put money into that business, was because of that black man, and we don't even know if his life has changed in any capacity or if you are sucking every dollar he can make you out of him.
What's going on? I just saw a creator go in there to try some food. I think he spent $150-some on this food. Almost $150-some on this food to get the...
It was a line out the door before, around the corner, and now it's empty.
But what got me the most was, upon walking in here, into this, destination smokehouse, I noticed something. He could sit anywhere he wanted to. Yeah, it was empty. You hear me? It was empty. That man could have sat anywhere he wanted to. Wasn't no line, no wait. They weren't running out of nothing. That place was empty. You hear me? Destination Smokehouse is already experiencing the effects of the apps of the great Mr. Tendernism himself. And I don't give a damn if you get him back or not, you're still gonna be empty.
Employee gets famous on social media, makes you a bunch of money. You get mad and ruin it because you want all the attention. They got Unc in a mean 360 deal. That's definitely what it seems like. This is about to be the fastest fall from grace on social media. People have immediately stopped supporting that place, and their comments on TikTok are trash. I don't know what else they expected. Now, whether they actually fired Unc or not, or really tried to, your guess is as good as mine. But it seems like they've been putting him back in videos after they tried to upload their videos with the owner, and it just wasn't hitting. And all the comments are saying the same thing, boo, boo this man. And I guess pulling up in a nice car trying to show he's living good, it looks crazy. There's no other way to say it. With all the controversy around it, you got Unc pulling up in the Benz, I guess to prove that he's getting money, that y'all are still close or together, you didn't fire him or he's supporting you. Whatever the case, the vibe is different at this point because we know he's not the owner. We know he has no ownership in the business. We know that you trademarked his slogan, which he won't get a cut of, and it just looks bad.
Go to Stone Mountain, Georgia. We all got to come together. All of us. We human. That's what Destination's about.
Cut. Destination Smokehouse is just cooked at this point. At least from a public perception, the black community that was fully supporting them is just done at this point. Because whether they said it or not, Unc was propped up like he was the owner, which is why so many people supported him. Only to find out that he's not the owner. He was blocked from a blessing of thousands of dollars from Keith Lee of all people. The word that he created and made famous was trademarked, and he gets 0% of it. And he's basically a mascot to make a white man rich who is actively putting himself forward and trying to take Unc's spot as the face of the business. It just doesn't sit well with a lot of people. But shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting, and thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.